Some of you may have even been finding people to remove themselves, or you've been removing yourself from people, or feeling like you're losing things. It could be material things or certain possessions. But all of these things that are fading out of your life are a reflection of everything that's fallen apart so that you can build from a clean slate. Sometimes we don't understand why things are happening, especially when you're in the midst of transformation. Transformation comes with death first, it comes with destruction, it comes with loss first. And when you're going through those things, it can be a very confusing time, especially when you don't see the value or the benefit of it. But just know that if you're resonating with anything that I'm saying, everything that's fallen away, just let it go. Let it go completely. The things that are ahead of you, the things that you have the potential to create, the things that you have the potential to co-create is better than anything that's fallen away from your life. And for some of you, anything that's been stolen from your life, anything that has been stolen, anything that has been lost, it will be replaced with better. When you're talking about material things, some things like, okay, yeah, that's just a material thing, I can get it back. But then sometimes you have things that hold sentimental value that even if you could buy another one of those, it doesn't have the same meaning because it's not the same item. Maybe it didn't come from that particular person or it didn't come from that particular place. If any of you are experiencing these things, especially if certain things are happening suddenly, or if it seems like you've been going through a series or a string of losses for a time, let it all go. There's better. You are evolving into a completely new being, a completely new person. The things that you've asked for, the things
that he was not gay. Now, my thing is this. If you don't want people to know your business, then you just don't speak on it. Now, you're not going to make me look like a damn fool. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big of a star you are. You're not about to make me look like a fool.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this is right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Buzzard.
Y'all, Shannon Sharp's former stylist just dropped the mother of all tapes to prove that Shannon has been on the DL this entire time. And if y'all thought that Shannon's downfall couldn't possibly get any worse after the whole SA lawsuit, well, it's about to get 10 times worse. Well, Shannon's SA lawsuit has been dominating the news for the last couple of weeks now. Y'all seen it, but his stylist is now claiming that this is all a big part of Shannon's Hollywood humiliation ritual. Yes, y'all, he's out here posting some mysterious receipts and throwing shade that could seriously shake up Shannon's whole image. But here's where it gets even wilder. He's claiming that Shannon tried to shut him down so the world wouldn't find out about what allegedly went down behind closed doors. So what's really going on here? Did Shannon Sharp actually try to silence his own male stylist? And could there be even more to this story? Let's dig in. Okay, so the stylist in question is a man named Russell Hollywood Simpson. The whole wild part about it is that when he first started working with Shannon, everybody thought that they were secret lovers, because fans were wondering if that was Shannon's way of coming out as a part of the community, because he and Russell used to be everywhere together, and I know a bunch of people that take their stylists everywhere. It also didn't help matters that Russell used to be romantically involved with the former NFL safety Kerry Rhodes. So with the two always being seen together, folks online started connecting them dots, and Shannon wasn't having that. The chatter about his sexuality picked up fast, and to make matters worse, whispers about Shannon being on the DL and living a double life had been floating around for years now. I mean, he looks like Miss Netta, so I get it. But remember that moment when Mike Epps got involved and threw some shade, suggesting Shannon was secretly into the men? He claimed that Shannon invited him to appear on Club Shay Shay, but he wasn't feeling it because of the rumors about Shannon.
He said, no, Medea, I ain't doing no interview. So you can sit across from me and look at my balls. I'll sit down, nigga. Thought he was going to attack Cat, that nigga. It's called Shay Shay. The nigga telling you.
And with all that talk going on, hiring somebody like Russell only made things messier for Sheddan. So he decided to switch things up and ended up firing Russell. But the way he did it was super messy. Instead of just parting ways quietly, Sheddan tried to downplay Russell's role, acting like he never had much to do with his wardrobe in the first place. Then he brought back his former stylist Shelly Davis and gave her all the credit for his new look, calling her the real brains behind it. And at that point, fans could see what was going on. It was clear Sheddan was trying to put those rumors to rest.
Said it once, but he kept repeating it. Knowing me? And I get it. My stylist, Hollywood, he was gay. Okay, that's his life. That's not mine. Hollywood no longer styles me. Why? Because I'm loyal to Sheddan. She was hurt that after 20 plus years of being my stylist, that I had gone outside to hire someone else. And someone else was getting the credit when she was there at CBS. She was there when I started at Fox. She was there when I was going out and doing red carpet events. And I never had a problem. And for me, in my head, I thought I needed someone outside. Right. I didn't buy one thing new when Hollywood started styling me. Everything, all those LV jackets, all that stuff that I already had. And a lot of the stuff she had already put together, but I took it apart. So when he put it back together, it was just what she had put together. And I told him, I said, Hollywood, I said, bro, I think you did an unbelievable job. I said,
Johnny heard I'm hearing shit behind me. I'm hearing shit behind me and I don't play now.
Today on divorce court.
I'm here to see the judge because Taiwan doesn't support my dreams and he's very irresponsible.
My main issue with Amber is her jealousy and anger issues.
Taiwan splurges money on unnecessary items. He's careless. He really likes to party and not think about tomorrow.
I think Amber wants to be a stripper for the attention more than the finances or more than it being a dream of hers. I just think she wants the attention.
I would like Taiwan to be more open-minded about my dreams and aspects in life.
Divorce court is now in session.
Come on, no, what you doing? No, that damn, right? God damn, cuz. Jerry Rice, family man, Jerry.
Condoleezza Rice, former U.S. Secretary of State, National Security Advisor, and one of the most influential women in American politics. But behind her powerful public career lies a life of luxury, sophistication, and incredible wealth. Today, we're diving into the financial world of this trailblazing figure, exploring her impressive net worth of $12 million, the lavish mansion she calls home, and the stunning cars that reflect her success. How did she amass such a fortune? And what do her assets tell us about her legacy? Stick with us as we unpack the glamorous side of Condoleezza Rice. Condoleezza Rice's story is one of ambition, resilience, and the power of transformation. Born in Birmingham, Alabama, in 1954, Rice grew up as the only child of Ann
Rice,
a high school science, music, and oratory teacher, and John Wesley Rice Jr., a high school guidance counselor and Presbyterian minister. Her family's roots in the American South stretch back to the pre-Civil War era, with some of her ancestors working as sharecroppers after emancipation. This history of struggle and resilience shaped
too much money out on this. We shouldn't have had no phone bill. This sugar man and Adam. That's how we got crossed up, because he messed up your phone number. 2456283 got lost. Then 7983 got lost. Then my only, that. Negro land. Let me see what this priest talking about, because he died a few years before I did. They say he did. Shit.
Put my title up there.
Oh, yeah.
You see it, Tim?
Negro
Now, when
land.
I get done with this, you're going to realize how Negro is a great word. It's not a bad word. It's not a bad word. It is who you are. They knew who you was, and they changed your name from Negro to black.
That's why I'm Darby, too.
First of all, they
used
nigger first. But it was a derivative of the Negro word. They knew who you were, and they figured out that if you keep saying Negro, they'll trace it.
That's
There's a way to
kinda
trace
like
who
Chris
Negroes
Ward
are. Negroes are a people.
apologizing.
It's not just a byword or something white people they came up with, or something that we just call ourselves. It is not a bad word. It's not a disrespectful word. I thought it was until I researched and found out that it is not.
John Wesley.
Now, I wanted to get that first witness in you so that you get my premise or my foundation, so when I begin to go deeper and really give you definitive understanding that you will not.
JT, he sound like that dude too. JT sound like that dude too, and he used to curse my shit too. So that dude getting what he deserved. I'm just getting off his page. Cause he don't believe nothing. JT don't believe Mama Dick can live. You know what I'm saying? He don't want nobody to know he living.
Like that I had to go through all of that stuff, but I see the benefits of it. I see it. Okay. So I'm gonna stop at 12. It is probably more steps. Okay. I just stopped at 12, but I wanted to give you all an idea of, when will God
All right, I
call for
got you.
reconciliation. And again, for those who jumped on the live towards the end, when I say reconciliation, I'm not talking about no false starts. I'm not talking about when your person calls you or you call your person and, y'all might make up, but the counterfeit's still in the picture. He's still dealing with him. That's not reconciliation. I'm not talking about, all this, they coming back only to, leave you again a month later. That's not reconciliation, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when God called for reconciliation, that means the person is coming back knowing exactly who you are. They are completely over the counterfeit, okay? They are ready for marriage, okay? They're ready. They talking right. All that pride is gone. You see the deliverance. You see the healing has taken place in your person. That's what I'm talking about. All that disrespect is gone. They're not doing that. Because the way how God, so the way how God, I want to say deal with the prodigal, but God also deal with us as well. I know he deal with me. But the way how God deal with us concerning our person, after God deal with you, you already know. I can't be disrespectful. I gotta watch how I talk to this person. I gotta watch, certain things I say or how it come across. I'm just gonna speak for myself. I know God be dealing with me. He like, tequila your mouth. He's like, you can't just say everything just bluntly like that. You gotta soften that up. And he been telling me, be gentle, tequila. He like, get all that aggression out of your voice. Right? So, just say, I thought it was just me. So even though he deal with your person, he deal with us too. Okay? And I be like, Lord help me.
Yeah, because he sure want to hear that song. He sure want to hear that song.
marriage funny? Why is my divorce just something to talk about?
Perfect.
Where
Good
is the
question.
outreach?
This is a good conversation. Let's put it all out there. Go ahead.
Where is the call? You good, Reese?
It's like
Do I need to come to Atlanta and come pull up on you at the house and
Charlemagne did,
put my
but
eyes on you?
let me tell you.
Charlemagne came to do an interview that I requested for him to do. I'd never stepped in, and God never used me to step in when this man's marriage was potentially on the brink.
I'm gonna tell you,
marriage funny. Why is my divorce just something to talk about?
Perfect.
Where
Good
is the
question.
outreach?
This is a good conversation. Let's put it all out there. Go ahead.
Where is the call? You good, Reese?
I need that black tree TV. I need that black tree TV. I need that black tree TV. Black tree TV.
Myself before God to pass my life in purity, to practice my profession faithfully, to endeavor with loyalty, to assist the physician in his work, to devote myself to the welfare of those patients committed to my care. That's the oath I took, Senator.
It's firing boys now. It's not fern boys.
You have to understand.
It's firing boys now. You know what I'm saying?
We do understand and respect that, Miss Evans. And we do appreciate very much your testifying before us today. I hope you understand that the sole purpose of this committee is to discover the truths about the public health service program commonly called the Tuskegee Study.
That's what we all want, sir.
Good. Now, I understand you worked on the program from the beginning.
From the very first in 1932.
That's Miss Jane Pittman. Miss Jane Pittman, my mama now. My mama
That's
now.
longer than I've been in the Senate.
Yeah, we fishing with a lot of people too.
Tell me, Miss Evans, how did you feel about the study?
Our patients got the best doctrine they ever had in
That
their
was
life.
Kathy
But according to the testimony so far,
McNeil,
Mr.
right
Evans,
there.
there
She
are
would have
ways in
kneeled
which
for him
this
too.
study sounds
Freddie.
like some sort of Nazi
And Freddie
experiment.
wasn't gay
It
at
was
all.
established at Nuremberg that experimentation without informed...
Good, whatever. There was an epidemic with all that syphilis going around. Senator,
Shannon
life was
Sharp.
always hard in Macon County, but the depression made it worse.
And
You
Freddie,
had no idea what it was.
I don't know
like
those
back
Freddie
then.
Jackson.
We've heard a lot of testimonies, Miss Evers,
That's McGregor Park.
from some of the patients,
I don't
other
know that.
nurses,
I got
and
Darren
from your
Scott over
supervisor,
there.
Dr. Brogan.
Darren Sneed. Married devil.
Dr. Broden
Sneed.
is a fine doctor who cared, Senator. I don't care what y'all say about him now. I was
Brenda
honored to
Cumberbatch's
serve
sister.
under that man. Are you just gonna let him choke to death?
Well, what do you suggest, nurse? We tried digitals, we tried...
They gonna show him too. I'm gonna show you who he is. I'm gonna tell you
Cut him
who
open
he is.
and drain him.
That's Khalil trying to breathe, Pac-Man. That's when he came out, and I think they switched him up with Tia, and Sugar Man was having a boy, but he died. That's what they told me.
His heart just won't
But
work.
when Jakai came, it was that same Vicks ass smell. And
What made you
if he
think
smelled
you were old
that
enough to handle
ammonia
you?
coming out, he could have got asthma.
No.
That's me having asthma, Mama did when I came in the world with asthma.
Syringe with a large bore.
The allergies, Mama did fern,
What did I say?
the you know,
Cut 'em open and drain
the
them?
you know, stuff in there like eating pepperoni pizza and you ain't supposed to yet.
I'm not gonna hurt you, son.
That happens to a lot of kids.
So, just want to take a look. You take Nurse Evers' hand.
They could be triplet.
Tight.
Can't hurt me.
And she died in
Give me
Africa.
a chance to hold on to it, please.
But that's Wee Wee right there. That is
I'm not gonna hurt you, son.
Caleb. And I think Khalil, and I think he got hit in the chest and didn't want to play no more.
You trust him and you'll be up and around in no time.
He got hit in the chest and didn't want to play no more. He didn't want to play no more. So now, Logan.
What's his name?
Laylo. And that's when they found out he was the very first Adam.
Hallelujah.
Now it looked like a woman in pain having sex in the face.
Papa, every time I gotta tell you, we don't have white doctors at Tuskegee.
Well, you've been carrying on.
I wasn't carrying on. I was just being appreciative. He saved that boy's life.
You see?
Wait on people doing what they're supposed to do. And
Now she going home with daddy now. You know me? I wouldn't be in this part right here. I'd be still at the hospital. And her and daddy would go to the house. Like that.
Only, Leva. You're a nurse.
And I know that voice, Uncle Peck, you goddamn.
Making light of it.
I'm not, Papa.
Unless you want to end up cleaning some white lady's toilet like your mama had to do all of her life.
I have had my share
That's
of that.
Uncle Leroy.
Hannah will be out in 10 minutes.
We didn't slave you to a nursing school for that kind of life.
No, Papa, you did not.
All right, then.
James L. Jones? No, daddy. Sound like Bill Cosby. No, that other man that's a little bit just like you. But it ain't no dip or up or down in that.
Oh, goodness, ever.
Ain't no taxes, that ain't no interest or nothing, ain't no more grading, ain't no spikes. These last few years, from 90 to 90 to 90, from 90 to 2025 should be a straight spike up. Gradually up, because I spend a little money, but I got knocked down some, but when they knock me down, they knock y'all down. Stock stayed same. Shit, I just got all the money at the top of the pyramid. I ain't gonna clean no more windows. And I ain't gonna weld no more on the ground or above.
Dr. Douglas!
Well, I got welders now. Well done.
I hope you had a pleasant trip. Yes, I did.
Well done.
Welcome to Thinque. How are you? Fine. Sure, pleasure seeing you. You too. Bags? Oh, yes. Here. Let me give you a hand. Thank you. Sure.
Yeah, that's the way Dad do. Dad don't let nobody fretty. He don't let nobody Mexican fretty. He don't let nobody help me. I get it.
Pleasure.
That's the way he do.
Dr. Douglas, I think you're going to find that
That's how you go from Garcia to Jackson.
Need all the help we can
and be Freddy, all cool and Freddy, and whoop your ass, run fast, and do everything too.
Everyone's aware of
whoop your ass, run fast. Now, come on, man. Shit, Maurice. It's your goddamn name, man. They go up and down there. Maurice. Oh, goddamn. More reasons, nigga, more reasons.
Now, you may not know this, but you people have
be Marguerite. Even more reason to be Margaret. Marguerite.
Well, we know it.
Crazy. I wish I'd have completed your Margarita. You know what I'm saying? But
Negroes also have
I just said Margaret Douglas and I said Margaret Jackson. But it was Marguerite Jackson and Margaret Douglas.
It was a French disease in the last century.
Margaret Douglas first, second, and third.
Don't get me wrong, Doctor.
So,
I'm not one of those
you know, I'm just not going to tell y'all how beige look first time without being cured. It looked like milk. But I would tell you, don't drink straight milk. 2% is enough if you got too much. But now we got too much made, testosterone, estrogen. We got all the steroids we need. That's why we go up in a cycle and come down in a cycle.
Test them first, of course.
But we feed them, and we don't give them shots.
That in itself would be a huge undertaking. Great pains for great rewards, right? You don't intend on telling them they have syphilis, do you? Well, if they have it, we'll have to tell them something, won't we?
Well, maybe we better not use a word they never heard before. That just scare them off, Doctor.
So what are we supposed to tell them?
Well, just tell them that there's something the matter with their blood. You don't have to say exactly. They all know about
He
that.
just got asthma, sir.
That's what they call anything.
He just got asthma. And he coming in from the plane because he got stripes like
we do.
The military army.
You do, and the
That's
government.
the VA.
We're gonna find a cure for this disease. We're gonna stop at nothing less.
They doing this for the Negro?
I would say that's Glenn Douglas. If anybody.
Don't go always
King
looking
Green's
for
son. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
These
Because
men
Ken
have
Adams,
been treated for a
same
very
side.
bad disease. That's more than anybody else has ever done for them. So don't you go making a mouth.
But my last transmission was his son was marching up and down the safety table, telling people how he could do whatever he wanted.
But he hiding his pills under his tongue. And that new man is coming in. You checking for a fever every 2 hours and make sure you don't go spiking on you. Listen to giving you advice. Come here, girl. You're gonna do just fine. But now, don't go getting too many ideas of your own self. You listen to your doctors because they know. Yeah? Right here.
Her daughter said she
Sure
here.
look good in your new uniform, young. Ain't like you was born to it. It's gonna be a great thing. Good luck.
And you could tell it's her daughter because
It was a great thing.
she looked just
Bill
like her.
had never done nothing like that for us before.
I'm so
It
glad
was the
Kathy
dawn of
out
a new
that
day.
lady turned all different
Al's
colors
the one
walking in
that
that house
chose
when
to spread the
Miss
word.
Jane Pittman and Miss Tubman, Harry Tubman, told me to pick up that stick. I thought it was a snake. And they told me to drape it over my neck like a gun. And just start talking. And then I started talking. I ain't went on no drugs, went on nothing now before I went to the studio. Before I fell down and
When did that
down
ever
there.
happen? Hmm? Oh, something good is starting up for a change. Something new, and this time we all gonna be part of it. You have not seen the help you gonna see in Aiken County, Alabama.
Macon County, that's where I seen the muskets. You know what I'm saying? And the gas station, no gas. The man looked at me like,
You gonna bring that big pretty paper?
I know you don't speak me, give you no gas. Shit, that gas not for you. That's where when I pulled in that Ford Pro.
The way the government was thinking, Mr. Crux says, that you might have field hands, don't even know you got bad blood. They just feel kind of sickly a lot of the time. That, sir, is not good for your cotton business. Stand the reason. A sickly field hand ain't gonna pick near about much cotton ever helping them. So we get them better, and it's just helping them, it's helping you. Which is my concern too, because we here for the whole community. Yes, ma'am.
See, that's Sharika right there. Cause Sharika, every time, ever since I started talking in the office, in the restroom, at the shop, and I let Sharika hear, she just sit there and listen for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, because that's what I started, 20 and 30 minutes. 20 and 30 minutes, 5 and 10, 25, 30 minutes. And when I think it was something good, I would take it to Sharika. And Sharika would, you know what I'm saying, listen to him. That's all she had to do. She knew she wasn't supposed to get Danny, because she was supposed to get the first dude. That was one of them whites. That was good football players, linebacker, with Pac-Man and them teams.
I'm happy to
But
see
she didn't
you.
pick that. You know what I'm saying? She didn't pick him. And Sheddan them introduced her to Danny in the club. And I was cool with that. And then Sheddan got Antoine. That's just saying, y'all can hide that name and then bring it to the, I was like, Antoine, okay. That's my X-ray tech. You know what I'm saying? Grant acting a damn fool as Uncle Giant. You know what I'm saying? As Dexter. That's Dexter and Uncle Giant.
That's the mark of a born dancer. Excuse me, I'm Nurse Evers. I'm the person we here to meet.
Some people got, one dude got his, one time I got my tongue cut off.
Good. He told us we better.
For goddamn dancing.
No white man sent me. Colored man. A fine, important colored man, Dr. Samuel J. Broders from up in Tuskegee, to offer y'all some free doctrine.
Free, huh? You say free?
Yeah. Doctrine is fine and free as any you can get anywhere.
Yeah, but see, we ain't sick.
That's right.
Yeah. You see anybody that's sick be able to dance like this?
Yeah.
Now, that's a mighty fine movement, but that still don't mean you ain't got bad blood.
How you know we got bad blood?
Well, that's what we're gonna find out, ain't it? Been a long time since I sat here.
This way you done your school?
Mm-hmm. I sat right smack dab in front of Miss Tita's. Look. She ain't like us doing that, but everybody did it. Just had to be careful not to get caught. Yeah. You, sir? Your name?
Wait, hold up. Why the government helping us all of a sudden? What? They got a war coming, they gonna need us?
Well, they have a whole new view of things, a kind of people point of view. And it's coming straight down from President Roosevelt.
Well, I ain't scared to give my name. My name is Willie Johnson.
Willie Johnson.
W-I-L-L-E.
Junior.
Johnson.
And Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Junior and Jimmy. Jimmy Ray and Jimmy.
Hardman.
And Jimmy.
Hardman.
Hardman Brown.
Jimmy Gibson.
Right.
Jimmy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jimmy Jam, but that smack. Right there, right in that Jimmy Champ. Jimmy.
It's been
Right there.
Washington.
Monterey and Jonathan and John.
You looking at the
John, all
next
them
winners of the
good-
Macon County Victrola Jilly competition right here.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, just cause I give you
And
my
that's
name,
Goldie,
that don't mean I'm
my
coming back
brother,
for treatment.
son, Goldie Mac.
I just had me an idea. I know how I can get the government to take y'all to that competition.
How you gonna do that?
I drive you there in my government car. After we stop off at the hospital and get your free tests and your free hot lunches.
Hey, free lunch, all right. Free lunch.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear when I come to the MEP station again, or the doctor. Shit, I want a cafeteria to sit down in when I have to take blood work that day and see if my testosterone is high enough or my estrogen is high enough
Okay,
or too
now
low.
this for you in this here group. Where the for?
He ain't coming.
No. See, he don't believe anything Mr. Kirk said could be good for the color.
He worked for Mr. Kirk.
No, he don't work for Mr. Kirk. It's Caleb. He work for himself.
Well, this ain't got nothing to do with Mr. Kirk. You dealing with the government right here. Caleb?
Humphreys.
Caleb Humphreys.
Yeah, Caleb Humphreys.
Caleb Humphreys.
And
That
Khalil
Whrephan'z.
is sick right now. And Kaden sitting here waiting knuckle at him.
I will never forget that boy as long as I live. He made me so miserable, pulling on my hair and sticking my pigtails in the inkwell. I do nothing with him.
That sounds just like Caleb. Don't sound like Caleb.
He won't come in for treatment.
Not Caleb.
Yeah. I've been waiting 20 years to put some size on that boy. Oh, yeah. That don't exactly make us even, but it's something. Eunice Evers. Don't say you don't remember me.
Eunice Ellis. I remember. You were the small one.
Remember what you used to do to me?
You was a girl.
That ain't no good reason. You still ought to be ashamed.
Excuse me.
Hey! Hey! Come here.
Carry this feed up to your mama and Yavre.
Corina! Corina! You got company?
Huh. You have a fine-looking family.
Oh, my brother's wife's kids. I'm just living here helping out.
What's this about you not coming for treatment?
I don't trust no government.
As far as this document is concerned, I'm the government. What you got to say about that? You trust me? Or you still want to pull my hair?
Both.
Satisfied. Won't take my mule. Satisfied. Satisfied. Gonna find me there. Satisfied. The mountain. Satisfied. Gonna jump that broom. Satisfied. I'm going up north. Satisfied. I want to. I got one. Satisfied. Won't take my mule. Satisfied. Give it to me.
They came in with me. And so did the other ones I talked to. And the ones they talked to. Did they come on foot in the owner's truck? Any way they could, they came in for treatment. Sorely needed treatment.
Good morning.
God, so many. I had no idea.
Welcome to Macon County, Doctor.
Well, we better start another line. There are a lot of men here in need of care.
If I could have all the young men down on this end, please file into this room and form 2 new lines. Thank you. Morning. Morning.
How's that sunny up? You got the
Oh, that stuff you give me sure did the You did the trick, Miss Evans.
Well, we're going to get everybody in Macon County. Well, you'll see. Next group. Taylor?
Ma'am? I see you getting even with me for pulling your hair, huh?
It's not that easy to give me your finger. Ah. All right. Hold it up. Honey?
No, Miss Evans, I don't want to get my blood took. I got a wife, I'm still young and I got obligations.
Obligations?
You know, to my wife. Family obligations. So I just can't have my blood took.
You know Fred Milson down at Aulm?
Works in the sawmill.
He's got 7 going on 8 children. He's been giving his blood for 6 years and his obligations is doing just fine.
Well, I sure hope you're right, Miss Evans, because that...
I would say it for wasn't so.
Could you step out here for a second?
Okay.
Doctor?
Yes.
Would you excuse me? I'd like to speak with the men.
Sure, right now.
Gentlemen, there seems to be some confusion. Let me explain what we're checking for. There is a germ that infects the genital area, resulting in a temporary and painless, but highly contagious penile ulceration. Now, this ulceration will disappear as the disease becomes non-contagious or latent.
Bullhead clap, that's what it is.
Latency can last for up to
the bullhead
years, so
clap.
finally the cardiovascular and nervous
And your
system
dick
will
swell up.
disintegrate
You know what I'm
and
saying?
collapse.
Get bigger. You know what I'm
Other
saying? It
questions?
seems like it's normal. You know what I'm saying? But if you're on steroids, that's what would happen. Bullhead clap. And then they'll have to take a rubber mallet and smash it.
A maybe passed on from
Because
mommy to daddy. You might get a
bubbles
really
in
bad
there,
so down below
and
and
pus will
fall
come
apart.
out.
Then
Yellow.
do that so a
That's
bug
why
can crawl up inside here and go to sleep.
it come out yellow. It's infected. Not infected, but, you know, positive. If it come out yellow and got something in it, it's just trying to be an egg yolk. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's buttered. You know what I'm saying? That's why clods is pellets. Till it form a clod in a rock. That's why you might call God the rock. The white rock. Nah, the vanilla rock. The hazelnut rock. I knew he'll run. This is true.
After years of silence, Juanita Bynum has finally spoken up. And what she just said about Bishop T.D. Jakes stepping down is shaking the entire church world. This isn't just another farewell. This is personal. And you won't believe the truth behind her words because some say it's... After years of silence, Juanita Bynum has finally spoken up. And what she just said about Bishop T.D. Jakes stepping down is shaking the entire church world. This isn't just another farewell. This is personal. And you won't believe the truth behind her words because some say it's been building for over 2 decades. When one of the most influential spiritual leaders of our time, Bishop T.D. Jakes, announced his decision to step down, the Christian community was stunned. But what caught even more attention was what came after. A voice from the past.
That ain't no Russell deal, that ain't no shot deal.
Dr. Juanita Bynum, a
that ain't no
in her own
Wayman,
right,
that ain't no...
broke her silence. And what she had to say wasn't just about his departure, it was about everything that led up to it. In today's video, we're diving deep into the layered history between Juanita Bynum and T.D. Jakes, from their early days on global stages to the tension that simmered beneath the surface. We'll explore what really happened, what Juanita just revealed, and why this moment is bigger than a resignation. It's a reckoning. You'll learn what caused the fallout, the spiritual and personal truths behind Juanita's message, and why her words have reopened conversations many hoped were buried. Stay tuned, because this story unfolds like a drama no one saw coming, and by the end, you'll have a whole new perspective. For decades, Bishop T.D. Jakes has stood tall as a symbol of spiritual leadership. His sermons were thunderous, his books sold millions, and his Woman Thou Art Loosed conferences changed lives. To the public, he was a titan of faith, an unshakable figure who carried grace, wisdom, and power.
I don't know what we was doing. It was just me and Ryan riding. We had went to the club or something.
Something the public
we was
never
on the way home from the club.
Juanita Bynum wasn't just a casual observer of Jakes' rise. She was part of the movement. In fact, many credit Bishop Jakes for launching her into stardom after she delivered her electrifying No More Sheep sermon at one of his major conferences. It was raw. It was real.
As did we know
and it was
where Chrisetta
exactly
was,
what
and she was
millions
in
of
the
women
club.
needed.
And
But while the cameras showed unity, whispers of tension began to circulate behind the scenes. According to those close to the situation, Juanita and Bishop Jakes had very different ideas about ministry, accountability, and the responsibility of spiritual leaders. While Jakes believed in preserving a certain image and exercising discretion in public matters, Juanita Bynum, always outspoken, believed the truth, even when uncomfortable, should never be hidden. And here's where it gets interesting. In private circles, Juanita allegedly raised concerns about what she called the celebrity culture developing in the church. Mega pastors living like moguls, congregations giving blindly, lavish conferences that felt more like entertainment than spiritual restoration. Though she never named Jakes directly at the time, insiders say the tension was real. So while the world saw 2 giants walking in unity, the reality was more complicated. It was a relationship marked by mutual respect, but underscored by growing differences in values. And when Bishop Jakes announced his departure from leadership, Juanita Bynum didn't offer the expected pleasantries. She offered truth, or at least her truth. But what exactly did she say? And why now, after years of silence? Stay with me, because in the next section, we uncover Juanita's unfiltered words and what they reveal about the man many called America's pastor. As the years passed, Juanita Bynum's silence on Bishop T.D. Jakes' leadership and eventual step down became a heavy, unspoken burden. Until one day, she broke that silence. When Juanita finally opened up, her words weren't just a response to Jakes stepping down. They were a reflection of everything she had seen, experienced, and felt throughout their years in the spotlight. But what was so significant about her message? Juanita didn't just express disappointment or shock like many expected. She wasn't here to bash or tear down. Instead, she brought something more profound to the table.
It's kind of like my margin.
In a candid interview, Juanita began to reveal the behind-the-scenes truths about the spiritual empire that many had only seen from the outside. She spoke with conviction, unapologetically addressing the reality of what happens when success becomes all-consuming.
Bynum's core message was
Franklin
this.
family.
Too often, spiritual leaders are treated as
all them.
untouchable idols,
It's a Mary
and the
and then
pressure
it's
to
a
maintain
Mary.
that image can destroy the very soul of a ministry. As the conversation unfolded, it became clear that Juanita wasn't just talking about Bishop Jakes. She was calling out the entire system of celebrity-driven ministries that so often veer away from their true calling. People want to be inspired, they want to be healed. But what happens when the healing stops and the image takes over?
She ain't really on TD Jakes and she on TD Jakes and them, but she really on the business end of church. She ain't worried about no sex or nothing like that. She all business. That's that AI side, artificial intelligence. She just come with weather and stuff like that. She's supposed to have weather, you know what I'm saying, time, shit like that, and what's going on in her town. That's all she's supposed to be talking about. That's not a Siri that you can ask a question and it give you your answer. Like I say, personalize when I subscribe, because I don't join, I don't pay, and I don't get paid. So I personalize when I come in. That way I know who I'm talking to, who I think I'm talking to.
To balance something out, somebody could be doing a love spell. Alright. They feel like a dumbass. They thought happy times would be coming with this love spell. Okay.
Shit, my bad.
The Magician. Making a decision. Somebody could be trying to force you to make a decision on what you want to do in love.
Excuse me.
Yeah. With this love spell. Somebody feel like they made a mistake by doing that though. Yeah. Somebody really feel like this person could be doing too much. But there's some sort of good news coming to you, Earth Angel. Troubles is coming in with what somebody tried to manifest, and they could be shocked, you know, that you see them. Or something could be coming to light that they want to reconcile with someone and right their wrong. Somebody might be shocked. You might be shocked to find out who was doing the love spell, okay? Somebody want to right their wrongs, okay? What's the Magician? Yeah. Could be a older gentleman. The Magician. What about the Magician? Desiring someone? Courtship and sad news. Something about April 14th. Somebody been waiting for a courtship, but they're getting bad news. Somebody could be doing magic or something like that for you to long to deal with somebody, and they feel like this actually could be weakening the connection. That's what happened.
What went into your decision to come to Detroit?
It was a stressful process. It was a stressful but a blessing of a process. On that it's probably the most money that I'll ever up to this point. I was actually on a plane coming back from the Dominican Republic with my dogs, and I had took them on a trip to be distracted from the time of me going into free agency, knowing that I was right around the corner. Got on the plane, bro, and getting calls from my agent like, yo, what's going on? Boom, 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 boom. Because we already had kind of where we wanted to be at. The goal and the plan was to try to get 8 to 10 a year. Just how the market was going, and the market depleted fairly. Then it came down to Chicago and Detroit. You could just tell Detroit wanted me to be here in Detroit more than Chicago did. And I get it, I understand it was a business, but to feel wanted in the place and coming into a great situation, I knew a decision for me, and I'm happy to be here. Still miss my guys in Chicago, but like I love where I'm at right now.
What went into your decision to come to Detroit?
It was a stressful process. It was a stressful
freshman game
process. On that, it's probably the most money that I'll ever.
Freshman game, making that kind of money. Freshman game. Now, your school, my schools. Because I know I can make a Detroit in Corinth. You know what I'm saying? Try out in Detroit, Michigan. Let's see it. Goddamn, boy, y'all done. Anyway, you need to just go on back down. Four Forks had me get that house back there in the back. This Chris, you know what I'm saying? Chris Reagan's nephew, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Somebody said you need that other woman that you don't like to say her name because somebody else jealous of that. Rhonda Woodard. I know y'all need to stop.
We go to therapy together. You think a mother-son relationship is easy?
Yes.
Without a dad?
That's right.
Yeah. It's not. All relationships need work. Even the relationships with my girlfriends. I had a girlfriend one time. She was taking on so much. She didn't even realize she spilled hot grease on her chest. She just disfigured her entire chest doing too much. I mean, physically, it's impossible. You have to stop and go, whoa, I have to check out. I'm sorry, everyone. I have to check out for my own safety and sanity. I don't know if that's sending the kids away for summer. I used to get on my mom because that last day of school, my bag was in the trunk. And she was driving me down south.
Now you understand.
I totally get it. I understand that woman needed a break. And I was a lot as a kid. I was very rambunctious. Probably undiagnosed ADHD, but here we are. We go to therapy together. You think a mother-son relationship is easy?
Yes.
Without a dad?
When you find your man, then you gonna jump that broom. I ain't gonna come back over it either. No. That's my point. Daddy, you know you gonna find out who James Allen is and Cagnem is when you watch this right here.
Faith.
This dollar ain't got shit to do with this.
Glory to God.
Now,
get this. We're almost done. Others observe how we respond to difficulties, and our perseverance can inspire them to seek the same strength in God.
Daddy, you know, goodness
this relational aspect of faith reveals that our journey
Graylin and Garland is fucking with you with Thique now, right now, because that's Thique. Graylin and Garland, Thique.
Will see your good works
I want Mama to say
and
this
glorify your Father,
Daddy. I
don't
need that old Aeghve pissed off about it. And
is seen through our ability to endure and
real
share
thing,
God's comfort
with
with those in need. Man, we are so misguided in church and all
that Gerald,
we think that the greatest example of our faith, I've said this to you many times, we think that the greatest example of our faith is what you got. But there are sinners, there are worldly folk who got what you got in the natural. They got cars and houses.
Burden fuck with me, Daddy. Burden fuck with Burden.
The greatest display of your faith is not what you got.
Man, now
the greatest display of your faith is what you
coming back out there to fire watch for the whole watch for no nigga, man.
It's how you manage that depression.
Man, shit.
It's how you got through that anxiety.
See them boys in the
grieving process after your mama died.
Speedy man.
Or after your father closed his eyes. It's how you got through being fired from a job you worked on for 30 years, and all of a sudden they decided that they were laying folk off. It's how you got through that divorce from a husband or wife that after 20 years they woke up one morning and decided they didn't want to be with you no more. It's how you got through that. It's not what you got, baby.
Blake. Yeah, Blake Daddy. Blake Daddy. Blake Daddy. Blake Daddy. The white boy. The white boy that was tearing the Bible pages out the Bible. Got high when he walked in the door and didn't put his shit in the mailbox. He took it, remember, Jack? this Helms, man. This is Jimmy. Everybody now we know we and Johnson was the big boy that had the weight problem, not Jakes. Jakes was tearing up Bible pages too, but this dude was the one, you know what I'm saying. He might have been the one gonna fight Jakes or something because they was head to head, you know, doing push-ups, and then you know, I think this one knocked Jakes on his ass, and Jakes was mad because he couldn't do the push-ups as fast as, you know, he tried, but he couldn't do the push-ups as fast as this dude did. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, we were little dudes then. We was little dude Khalil and them then. You know what I'm saying? Tuskegee Project.
That makes you powerful. Are you here?
Mm-hmm.
So your faith and your endurance is a witness to others that if you got through it, they too can get through it. And you are anointed to comfort those who are presently going through what you have previously gone through.
All right, Robert and Mark, my sons, but yes, my sons, this Wesley, Snipes, Jackson, goddamn Parker, goddamn Ray, understand all that stuff, man. And Roosevelt, Good and Bubba, is might be in a tree talking about break 1-9. But it's just Mr. Bubba, man. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Bubba. And shit, man. Goddamn, y'all can make y'all face look like any goddamn face because Manson was blind. And my ass was just Jap. Going to Japan and goddamn trying to find Tristan, goddamn Carly. Oh man, y'all got me. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, nigga come out the grave, goddamn. You got me ready. Tina Clayton, goddamn. I see you got that on. Is that clothes on there? Yeah. Sean, big of a what? Yeah, that shit. Look how they treated the army, the girl. This the black army
there's
women.
There's history in the textbooks. And then there's history that we live. History that's not always in the textbooks. In your educational systems, a lot of times there are decisions made about what parts of history
we don't want to hear. We want to go to the. We want to go. We want to go to the black army that you showed me on the picture. We want to go to the black army that you showed me on the picture of all black women in a black uniform, niggas. What the fuck you talking about? You got to answer to that to me. Let me make sure you didn't finish.
No. We got to stop and see your grandparents first. But when I...
All right, we got to stop and see your grandparents first. All right, get your ass off the goddamn thing. Shit. And my boy, he good. I know he good, but my girl over here ain't talked to in a while. I know Sunseed is just really mad at me.
What's up? What's up, Sunseeds? What's up? This is your girl, Mystic Sunflower. I'm back to give you guys the collective general energy reading.
It doesn't matter what your sign is, Sunseeds, for this message to resonate. Just please make sure you're using discernment, take what resonate, and leave the rest behind. Let's tap in, Sunseeds. Let's tap in. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you guys for all your...
No, I'm going to her page. See what's today. See what's today. Her page, chat mine. I'm going to have to do it. I got to do me. You can go 3 years on her.
What's up, 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 Sunseeds, what's up? This your girl, Mystic Sunflower. I'm back to give you guys a collective general energy reading. It doesn't matter what your sign is for this message to resonate. Just please make sure you're using discernment, take what resonate, and leave the rest behind. Let's tap in, Sunseeds. Let's check on the current energy surrounding you guys at this time. The most important messages Holy Spirit wants you guys to hear. Holy Spirit, divine, my ancestors are the highest of light. My spirit guides my holy angels. Archangel Michael, please protect me while I channel the energy for the collective Sunseeds. Anything other than that, please close, shut, and block that door.
God damn, man, I need to cut this off.